Hello, welcome back. I'm Carolyn Banner and we're going to be doing a 10-minute yoga session to chill. So I just finished a HIIT workout, filming a HIIT workout, so I've still got some adrenaline going, it's got some sweat on me still, but this is a great one to use after workout to really help turn on into that parasympathetic rest and recovery state for the body, really slow down the breathing, lower stress and cortisol levels. Or it's great to do on an active rest day when you've done your slow walk, but maybe you want to incorporate a bit more stretching before your bedtime, or just to kind of fill in throughout the day when you need a little bit of a move and stretch time. So our mantra for today is that this is a practice in patience. And so just remembering, like, we can tend to be really rushed and impatient, at least I know I can in our society, to just want things now and to move really quickly through everything. So slowing down and holding stretches or doing yoga is a practice in patience. And that is such a gift to be able to practice in this space that's safe so that we can carry it out though into the rest of our life. And because I know for me, it takes practice. And so this is a safe place to show up and practice being patient and maybe not getting it perfectly because, right, we're working on imperfect consistency. But acknowledging that there's things in life that really take a lot of patience. Transformation in our bodies, developing new lifestyle habits, fat loss, weight loss, those things take a lot of patience over time. So practice here with me today and we'll get moving. So we're going to come into a wide-legged child's pose. So bring the toes together, knees out wide, and start to walk the hands forward, letting the chest start to melt between the knees. And let the forehead come onto your mat or your carpet. And you can let the elbows relax. We really want to relax wherever we can in the body to just settle in. And begin to take deep breaths. We're going to take 5 deep breaths, starting to slow down the breath, taking a big inhale, filling up the body with your breath, feeling the ribs expand, and exhale, slowly let it out. Again, big inhale, feeling a nice, slow, deep expansion of the breath through the torso. And exhale, let it go slowly out. You can even open the mouth here if you're still, like I am, kind of getting the heart rate down still from your workout. Inhale, big breath. And slowly and gently let it go. One more time. Big, full breath. Expand as far as you can into each corner of your torso. And gently let it go. From here, start to lift the elbows, press through the palms, shift the weight forward, and bring the knees slightly in, tucking the toes under. Shift the hips back, and then press through the toes to lift the hips up. Pedaling one foot, and then the other. Shifting the weight side to side a couple of times. Stretching through the calves, and then start to settle into a downward facing dog. With both heels reaching towards the mat. Shake the head, yes. And from here, inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to chest, drawing the foot between the hands. Fold the left side of the mat over to protect the knee as you lower the left knee down. Inhale, walk the hands up to the right knee, and then start to release the hands overhead if you feel balanced. From here, you can take it further. Drop the left hand behind to between your shoulder blades, right hand to the elbow, gently stretching the triceps. Option here to lean over to the right, stretching through the side body. Get a nice stretch from the left hip up through the tricep. 2 more deep breaths here. Release a little bit more into that right knee to stretch to the left hip flexor. Inhaling up. Release the hands and exhale. Bring the hands down. Untuck the left toes to release the mat, and we're going to switch sides. Bring the right knee back. Fold the mat over to place the knee on it. Stepping the left foot forward. And then from here, walking the hands up to the left knee. If you feel balanced, bring the hands overhead. Take a big inhale here, stretching through the front of the body. Big smile. And exhale, right hand behind the shoulders, left hand to the right elbow. Take a moment to draw the core in, draw the ribs in, and then lengthen through the spine. So you're still keeping the core, the front of the body engaged, and then start to stretch over to the left side, excuse me. Getting a stretch through the side body on the right side. Come back to your breath. Stay patient with the breath. Try not to rush. And then release. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Untuck the mat. Letting it go. And step back to downward facing dog. Nice. Settle through the feet. Inhaling the right foot up again. Exhale. Bringing this time outside of the right hand. So nice wide lunge here. Again, we're going to fold over the mat to protect the knee, just because we want to keep it from, we want to feel comfortable here. From here, start to turn the right toes out at about a 45-degree angle and begin to deepen through the lunge, bringing the torso forward. You can start to turn your body towards the right, bringing the right hand to the right knee, or possibly even lifting up the left toes, reaching the right hand behind to grab the toes. So you might come out of the lunge a bit to grab the toes. That's okay. Grab them and then turn back forward, deepening into the lunge. Feels so good. Stretching through the quad and the hip flexor on the left side. Getting a stretch to the right shoulder, right inner thigh. Lots of things happening here. Come back to your breath. One more big deep breath here. And exhale. Slowly release the foot. Bring the hand back, unfold the mat, and let's make our way back to downward facing dog. Just switch sides. Pedal out the feet for a moment, and then inhale, left foot high. Nice slow movements as you draw the knee in, and then bringing the foot outside the left hand. So it's on the outside edge of the mat. Fold the right side of the mat over, lowering the right knee down. From here, we're starting to deepen into the lunge. A little different when we have the foot wider. Start to get into the inner thigh. Turning the left toes out, plant the right hand, and then the left hand is free to start to gently open up through the left hip, inner thigh. That feels good. Let's come back to nice deep breaths. With intention, bend the right knee. Getting all confused, all these twists and turns. We're going to come out of the lunge a little bit to grab the toes, at least I need to. And then once you have the foot, maybe start to recommit to that lunge. Twisting open to the left. Stretching through the shoulder and the chest a bit. Smile the chest and heart open. Maybe even bring a smile to your mouth. And gently release. Untuck the mat. And we're going to come into a stretch on our bellies for our shoulder. So we're going to start, I'm going to move away from the wall a little bit so I have some space on the mat, and extend the right fingertips towards away from you at shoulder height. So about the same height as your shoulder, the fingers should be pointing away from you. And then gently start to pivot, start to roll over onto the right side, using your left hand for a bit of a break. So you can kind of control how far you can go into it. Right foot plants. Gets confused. No, this is your left foot. What foot am I on? Oh man. So left foot plants, knee pointing up towards the ceiling. So you're getting a bit of a stretch through the spine and a nice opening through the shoulder and the chest, the front of the body. So keep the head on the mat to release the neck. And closing the eyes here if that feels good, to really feel into the stretch. Start to, come in internally, turn off the external stimuli. At least one of them, by closing the eyes, can be really helpful for also tuning into that parasympathetic state, the rest and recovery. Gently release, unwind. We're going to do that on the other side for a few breaths. This is a nice one to do in bed as well before you tuck in for the night. So walk the fingertips away from you as you start to roll into the stretch. This time my right foot plants and my right hand is using a little bit of support to keep it, if I can push into it to deepen the stretch, or I can kind of back off from it. So gauge what feels good for your body, and notice that one side might feel really different than the other. My other side was really tight. I have a shoulder injury, so I really backed off from it, but this feels awesome for me to go a little deeper. So pay attention to those differences. Usually your dominant side will be a lot tighter and a little bit more difficult. And release. Coming up to all fours, and then gently sit the weight back on the heels to bring the legs forward and lower down. We're going to do a quick figure four stretch, crossing the right foot over the left knee. Reach the hands through to behind the thighs or behind to the shin below the knee. Flex your right foot, so drawing the toes towards your knee to protect your knee as you stretch into the hip. So if you have really tight hips and you're forcing this, it could potentially hurt your knees, and we want to be gentle, so no forcing, and by flexing the foot it can also help protect the knee. Nice full breaths into the hip. Gently release sides, switching sides, and we're going to place the left foot on top of the right thigh, flexing the foot. Hold on behind the right thigh or on the shin below the kneecap. Gently hug the knee in towards the chest. Again, closing the eyes if that feels good. And release. From here, extend the legs long, one leg and then the other. Arms away from the body, palms facing up. Settling into Shavasana, and I encourage you to stay here if you can for 5 minutes, soaking up the benefits of this deep relaxation. Letting yourself rest well. And I know this can often be challenging, just to be still and not do anything, just to be aware. What a practice in patience. So just allow yourself this opportunity to practice and know that you might not be perfect, and that's okay. Just maybe stay in it for a minute, maybe 2 minutes. Try a little bit longer each time. 5 to 10 minutes is a great amount for Shavasana. So if you can, stay in this for a few more minutes longer. I'm going to release you out of it. So whenever you're ready, you'll roll over to one side and use the arms to gently press yourself up, coming to cross-legged position. And I encourage you, whenever you finish, to bring your hands to your knees or to your heart and close your eyes for about 3 deep breaths. Using those 3 deep breaths to check in with your body. Noticing what felt really good, what you want to work on maybe next time, without judgment. And always finishing with a moment to thank yourself for showing up, for being patient, and for continuing this practice. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.